Hello, welcome to the Open Minds Update. I'm Maureen Elsberry. Last week we reported a couple stories we want to update you on. The first is about a video at a high school football game in Scottsdale, Arizona on October 28th. The four bright white lights that gained all the attention were actually skydivers with magnesium flares strapped to them. This is according to the Fox Channel 10 News helicopter pilot Rick Krabs, who was at an event called the Halloween Balloon Spectacular, where a skydiving team known as the Arizona Skyhawks made the jump. Rick stated, quote, "I was at the location where those skydivers were coming in Friday night. That's exactly what happened. There were some skydivers and they did have pyrotechnics on their ankles. There were four of them, and if you look closely at the video, you can actually see four different lights," end quote. Jason McClellan also reported on the streaks of light that were seen on NBC during a nationally televised football game in New Orleans. Jason is here to update us on that story.
Huffington Post journalist Lee Spiegel called me early last week. He had written a story about the New Orleans video. I wrote a story about the New Orleans video, so we talked about that for a little bit. And then Lee informed me that an NBC photographer by the name of R.D. Willis contacted him. And Willis turned out to be the photographer who actually shot the footage that we see in the NBC video. And Willis contacted the Huffington Post because he was made aware of all the buzz and confusion that the objects that appeared in his video were causing. So he wanted to clear up that confusion. And as I mentioned last week, we could tell that the video we were seeing that was broadcast by NBC was a time-lapse video. And Willis, in fact, confirmed that. What he does is he does specialized time-lapse footage for NBC, for the NFL, and he demonstrated to Spiegel the process he goes through to create these videos. The time-lapse footage we see in the NBC broadcast is about 30 seconds of footage, and Willis explained that that process takes more than an hour to complete with the specialized rig he has that includes a Nikon DSLR camera and a dolly that's all computerized. It's a very cool process to watch. Now, addressing the objects in the video, he then told Spiegel that while this process was underway, he was watching commercial airline traffic coming in for a landing. So he did confirm that the objects in the video are airplanes.
Many have speculated on the existence of structures located on the dark side of the moon. Now, according to NASA, strange structures were detected on a large asteroid as it passed Earth at an impressive 30,000 miles per hour. Asteroid 2005 YU-55 recently passed between the Moon and Earth and two radio telescopes. The Goldstone Observatory in California and the Arecibo Observatory in Puerto Rico recorded radio echoes off the asteroid to understand better what it is made of and how it is shaped. Scientists at the Goldstone Observatory assembled a short video of the asteroid using images generated from data acquired with the 230-foot wide Deep Space Network antenna on November 7, 2011, between 11:24 a.m. and 1:35 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The images used to create this video are reportedly the highest resolution images ever made by radar of a near-Earth object. Radar astronomer Lance Benner from NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena, California, stated about the video, quote, "The animation reveals a number of puzzling structures on the surface that we don't yet understand. To date, we've seen less than one half of the surface, so we expect more surprises," end quote. There are many that speculate that the use of the word structure is referring to anomalies on the asteroid's surface. Regardless, it certainly has puzzled scientists. And finally, most of you are aware that the White House recently addressed the issue raised by two petitions demanding government disclosure about UFOs and extraterrestrials. The response, which came on their website We the People, stated, quote, "The U.S. government has no evidence that any life exists outside our planet, or that an extraterrestrial presence has contacted or engaged any member of the human race. In addition, there is no credible information to suggest that any evidence is being hidden from the public's eye," end quote. Is that what recently prompted a celebrity to take up the cause?
Now, if I were president, and
Yes.
that's unlikely ever to happen, the first thing I would do, and I'm being serious about this, is I'd march into the White House and I'd say, "Get me the UFO files." I want to know what's going on with these UFOs. Because the president gets to look at that sort of thing.
That's right.
Yep, late-night talk show host Jimmy Kimmel, while talking with Republican candidate hopeful Herman Cain, stated it is the first thing he would ask for. It wasn't so high on Cain's priority list.
Interest you at all? yes, but that's not the first thing that I would want to look at. Third, maybe fourth or fifth. The first thing.
Kimmel may have been joking around, however, posing the question on national television certainly helps forward the cause. You can find more stories like these on our website, openminds.tv, where we update the site daily with the latest UFO news. We welcome your comments here on YouTube, and you can also email us at updates@openminds.tv. That's all from the Open Minds News Studio. I'm Maureen Elsberry, and thanks for watching.